Hello, this is Steve Warshaw from RecordPriceBreakout.com, and today what I wanted to do was answer one of the most commonly asked questions that I get on the blog. And the question is, when do I exit a stock? Particularly once I have a profitable trade, when do I get out? And what I have here on the screen, just as a reminder, is a video by an expert trader named Charles LeBeau, who created an advanced system of trailing stops as an exit strategy called the Chandlier stop. So what is the Chandlier stop? Well, I'm going to explain it. The Chandlier stop is an exit strategy, a trailing stop exit strategy based on average true range. Now, if you're not familiar with average true range, it's not very complicated. It's simply the high of the day minus the low of the day. So it's the full range of the stock over the day, and then it's a moving average of that. So typically for ATR, or average true range, you will utilize a 14 period average true range. And what's great about average true range is that it actually takes into account the volatility of that particular stock. It measures how much price moves. And so if you're using that as a trailing stop system, and all of a sudden volatility spikes up in the stock, and it goes in the opposite direction of your trade, it's going to get you out. Because typically when volatility rises and it goes against you, that means, if you're long the stock, the stock probably is going to reverse, or at the very least pull back significantly, and it's going to get you out quickly that way. And so what I've done is, as you can see, I have a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet here, and what I've done is I've built a tool to help you manage the Chandlier stop. Now, what is the Chandlier stop? All the Chandlier stop is for a long trade is it sets a stop from the highest high of the trade minus some multiplier of the average true range. Now, the system that Charles LeBeau created, typically he starts a trade off with a 3 to 4 times average true range Chandlier stop. And what you do is, as you make profit on the stock, you reduce the multiplier on that. So let's say 10 days into the trade, you're up 7%. That's maybe half of your profit target. Then what you do is you'd move from, the 3 to 4 area to the 2 area. And then once you've reached your profit target, maybe you would sell half of your position, and with the position that's rest of the position that's still open, move your trailing stop to a 1 average true range Chandlier stop. So how does this work? How does this tool help you? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how this tool helps you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Add a New Stock, and I'm going to pick a random symbol. Let's say Microsoft. Okay, and what happens here is as soon as I hit Tab or I click on this next box, it's going to fill out the current price of the stock, $25.15. Then what you're going to do is you're going to choose, is this a long or a short trade? I'm just going to leave it as long. And what's going to happen, as soon as I move out of that box, what you're going to see here is it fills the stops, all of the ATR stops for this trade. And so then what you're going to do is you're going to say an entry price. So let's say you're just getting into the trade now and you bought it at $25.15. And let's say you're going to buy 100 shares. And let's say you have, a 10% profit target. So let's say you're looking for, let's say $27 and what's it, 32 cents or something like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start with your initial trailing stop. And as you can see here, it's already been entered in. It's at $23.53, so we're going to add $23.53, and then you're going to click on Add to Portfolio. And in the background, what it's doing is that it's filling out the formulas for this for this trade. Now, I got a little error message here that says it failed to retrieve a quote. Don't worry about that. That's usually just means my internet went out. So I'm just going to go click OK here. And okay, so I fixed my internet connection, and as you can see, we now have Microsoft in here, and it's got all of the quotes. So what do we have here? First of all, it tells you what your entry price is, your total cost, the initial stop that we entered, and what you can see here is the portfolio risk. Now this is showing 0, and that's because it's very, very, very small risk. And what this tool does is it takes, in this field here, when I started creating this tool, I started with an imaginary initial cash of $50,000. I've done some trades using the tool, and now my total assets are just under $57,000. And so when you look at the portfolio, what it does is it takes that number and it takes your total risk of the trade, which right now is about $1.62 per share times 100. So it's about $1,600 in maximum risk for the trade. Is that right? Yeah. No, it's about $160 in total risk. So it comes up 0%. Here's our profit target that we entered. Here's the current price and the daily high, and just some basic information on the trade. But what you're going to want to look at is over here, where the Chandlier stop information. And what you're going to do is when you open the trade, you're going to enter a trailing stop at somewhere between 3, 3.5, or 4 times the average true range. And if you want to go to 4, you can just multiply 4 times this and minus it from the highest high of the trade, which of course I have sitting right here. Usually what I do is I start off at 3.5, and then once you've reached maybe half of your profit target, you're going to drop it down to this 2 average true ranges. As you can see, this is about 75 cents higher. And maybe once you reach your profit target, you'll sell half of your position, and what you have left you're going to let ride, and you're going to use 1 average true range. And the way you use this tool is every day in the morning you're going to boot up this Excel sheet, and you're going to look at the appropriate Chandlier stop, because these are going to adjust every day. And you're going to go into your online broker, and for your trade you're going to update your trailing stop to the appropriate Chandlier stop. And the beauty of this system is that it's always going to keep and let profitable trades run, and it's going to get you out of losing trades, and it's also going to keep you from getting into choppy trading, because if you get into choppy, high volatility trading, it's going to get you out. And so that's how this tool helps, and I hope that you get a chance to use it, and that you can trade it profitably. Of course, what I want you to do is send me an email or shoot me a comment on the blog. That's steve@recordpricebreakout.com, and the blog is recordpricebreakout.com. And I also have some plans for adding to this tool. So if you're interested in getting this tool, there is a form below the video here where you can give me your name and your email address, and I'll go ahead and I'll send it to you. All right, take care.